Please do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm. It is good to meet you in person. I'd simply like to talk to you. I've given us a chance to speak privately, but I'm afraid I can't do this for long. We must be brief. The situation here at your college is of dire importance, and attempts to contact you, as we have previously, have failed. I believe it is due to the very source of our concern. This object, the Eye of Magnus, as your people have taken to calling it. The energy coming from it has prevented us from reaching you with the visions you have already seen. The longer it remains here, the more dangerous the situation becomes. And so I have come here personally to tell you it must be dealt with. You set this chain of events in motion at Sarthal. You must understand the Psijic Order does not typically intervene directly in events. My presence here will be seen as an affront to some within the Order. As soon as we have finished, I will be leaving your college. I'm all too aware that my arrival has aroused suspicion, especially in Onkano, your Thalmor associate. Nevertheless, my order will not act directly. You must take it upon yourself to do so. As you may have learned, this object, the Eye, is immensely powerful. The world is not ready for it. If it remains here, it will be misused. Indeed, many in the Order believe it has already. Rather, something will happen soon, something that cannot be avoided. We believe that your efforts should be directed towards dealing with the aftermath, but we cannot predict what that will be. I fear I have already overstepped the bounds of my order, but I will offer this. Seek out the Augur of Dunlane here in your college. His perception may be more coherent than ours. I presume you refer to Onkano's distaste for the Psijic Order. The Thalmor see our order as a threat because we have power, and we will not allow them to control us. I assure you that we mean you no harm. He was once a student here at the college. Now he is something different. I am unsure. He is somewhere within the college. Surely one of your colleagues must know his location. I am sorry I cannot provide you with further help, but this conversation requires a great deal of effort on my part. Now, I'm afraid I must leave you. We will continue to watch over you and guide you as best we can. It is within you to succeed. Never forget that.
I'm sorry.
Well,
were you about to say
what is the
something?
meaning of this?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't understand.
Don't play coy. You asked to see a specific member of the college. Here he is. Now what is it that you want?
There's been a misunderstanding. Clearly I should not be here. I shall simply take my leave.
What? What trickery is this? You're not going anywhere until I find out what you're up to.
I am not up to anything. I apologize if I have offended you in any way.
We will see about this.
I'm not sure what happened. A monk from the Psijic Order. Here after all these years, and then he just leaves. I hope we didn't offend him somehow. Beyond asking for you, he never said. Very strange indeed. Has Tofdir been telling stories again? I thought I made it quite clear that this was a subject inappropriate for conversation. Please, don't allow him to continue to discuss the subject. Now, if you'll excuse me.
And what might you need, hmm?
Need something?
It's always... Well now, there's a name I haven't heard in some time. My goodness, it's been years since I've spoken with him. I suppose he's still down in the Midden, but I haven't checked. Are you going to see him? Do tell him hello for me, won't you? Underneath the college. It's not the nicest place, so if you go down there, please do be careful. Well, I suppose he wouldn't mind. It was all before my time, you understand. I've heard the stories, the same as anyone else. He was a brilliant student, an accomplished wizard, delved into magic in a way none had seen before. But I think he became too focused on just how much power he could acquire. That's what led to the accident. Do you remember what I first told you? About how not being able to control magic could destroy you? I didn't simply mean it could kill you. The Augur's accident is another very real type of a life destroyed. Well, it's been described as an accident. I can't imagine it was intentional. Something must have gone wrong, and he ended up in the state he's in now, fused to the energies that flow through the college. I've never felt it appropriate to ask him about it, about how that must feel. Or I suppose, if he can feel at all. The key to wards is that they take time to charge. Not long, but you can't start casting with a fireball coming at you. Also, if your ward isn't negated by an incoming spell, it will recharge itself after a moment or two. Just be careful. Casting wards requires constant concentration, and you can easily find yourself drained of your magical reserves.
perseverance will only lead to disappointments. Still, you persist. Very well. You may enter. I am that which you have been seeking. Your efforts are in vain. It has already begun. Those who have sent you have not told you what they seek, what you seek. Indeed. And so you have come looking, though you do not know why. Like others before you, you blindly follow a path to your own destruction. The Thalmor came seeking answers as well, unaware they will be his undoing. Your path now follows his, though you will arrive too late. The one who calls himself Ancano. He seeks information about the Eye, but what he will find shall be quite different. His path will cross yours in time, but first you must find that which you need. You and those aiding you wish to know more about the Eye of Magnus. You wish to avoid the disaster of which you are not yet aware. To see through Magnus's eye without being blinded, you require his staff. Events now spiral quickly towards the inevitable center, so you must act with haste. Take this knowledge to your Archmage.
What you learn here... Really? And what might that be? I'm sorry, what? Well, I'd certainly love to have such a powerful staff, but I'm not really sure that any of us need it. And how do you know of this? Did you really? And he specifically mentioned the staff of Magnus? I'm impressed with your initiative. Of course, someone will need to follow up on this. A most impressive attitude. Keep this up, and you'll do quite well for yourself. Something as specific and ancient as the staff of I'm quite... This circlet once proved invaluable to me. I hope it can be of use to you now.
I have many important... I am an advisor to the Archmage. The Thalmor wish to promote relations with your college. I am at the Archmage's disposal if he requires advice. Perhaps not as often as he should. In time, I believe he will be more trusting. Now that stability has been established between the Dominion and the Empire, we seek only to help Skyrim. To guide its people through this time of transition, to help lead them to a better future.
Please don't bother. Well, now that's an odd question. What? I can appreciate, but let's not jump to any conclusion. Well, but the only time I've heard it mentioned was... My understanding. I was quite surprised. It became clear they're trying to hold... No one here. The Synods... It sounded like... I suppose if you're intent on looking for the staff, there's a chance they might be in Mazulft yet. Just don't expect them to be cooperative.
I've been looking for you. Got something I'm supposed to deliver. Your hands only. Let's see here. There's a new museum opening up in Dawnstar. The owner is asking me to hand out invitations to travelers. Looks like that's it. Got to go.
Poor bastard's better off.
Ah! Dead body! Papa says
What
I'm
a
too friendly with
waste.
strangers. But you seem alright.
Come on in. We got warm food.
I don't
warm
think you were
drinks,
followed.
and warm
Come on,
beds.
I have a plan.
Yeah? Let's not waste any time.
I figured out how we're going to get you into the Thalmor embassy. I've been doing this a long time. The Thal... I can get... I have a his name. I'll get word while you're doing... Meet me at the Solitude stables after you've arranged things with Melbourne. Sounds good. Be careful.
We got rooms and food. Sure thing. It's yours for a day. I'll show you to your room. Right this way.
Need something?
Let me know if there's anything else you need.
The spell. Deadlier still is the one who wields both.
What a waste.
What happened?
Shh! You'll scare the deer.
Need a ride? Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. You ready to go yet? First time to Solitude? Beautiful old city. Capital of Skyrim, but I'm sure you already... Need a ride? See ya.
If you've come to Solitude to join the Legion, speak to Rika. If not, just keep your nose clean while you're here, or you'll end up like Rogvir. Heard they're reforming that dog. He's the sorry bastard who's going to be executed. A gate guard who let Ulfric Stormcloak escape the city after he killed the High King.
Speak, elf.
Good afternoon.
What do you want, little elf?
They can't hurt Uncle Rogvir. Tell them he didn't do it.
Positions.
As far as you need to go home.
Get on with
Go home and
You
stay there until
betrayed,
your
traitor!
mother comes.
Lock the city gate.
You should tell her that her uncle is scum that betrayed his High King. Best she know now, Advar.
You're all hearted in.
Rogvir, you helped Ulfric Stormcloak escape the city after he murdered High King Torrig. By opening that gate for Ulfric, you betrayed the people of Solitude. He doesn't deserve to speak!
There was no murder. Ulfric challenged Torrig. He beat the High King in fair combat. Such is our way. Such is the ancient custom of Skyrim and all Nords.
Cut him down.
Very well, Rogvir. Bow your head.
On this day, I go to Sovngarde.
Rogvir, why did it have to be like this?
Some gate guard you
Not right
are.
now.
He died well.
Good riddance to bad rubbish, I say.
I think I expected more.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything, or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over. What do you need? Really? You're who she picked? I hope she knows what she's doing. Here's the deal. I can smuggle some equipment into the embassy for you. Don't plan on bringing anything else in with you. The Thalmor takes security very seriously. Give me what you can't live without, and I'll... Okay, I'll get this inside the embassy for you. I've got to go. I'll find you at the party. Don't worry.
Have you given Malborn the gear you want to smuggle into the embassy? Good. But the only... Which means, when you're ready, you'll only have... You can't go to a party at the Thalmor embassy dressed like that. I guess that will have to do. You should pass for a real guest, at least until you open your mouth. Ready to board the carriage to the embassy? Don't worry, it will all be waiting for you when you get back. Just make sure you get back out of there alive with the information we need. Good luck.
A fellow latecomer to Ellenwyn's little soiree. And arriving by carriage, no less. I salute you, sir. My lateness is due more to getting lost on the way up this god's-forsaken mountain than any desire to
Welcome to the Thalmor Embassy. Your invitation, please. Thank you, sir. Go right in.
Now then, here's my invitation.
Welcome. I don't believe we've met. I am Elenwen, the Thalmor ambassador to Skyrim, and you are? Ah, yes. I remember your name from the guest list. Please, tell me more about yourself. What brings you to this?
Well,
what is it, Malborn?
See something.
It's just that we've run out of the Alto wine.
There were several Khajiit.
Do I have your permission to uncork the Arinthia Red?
Of course. I've told you before not to bother me with such trifles.
Yes, Madam Ambassador.
My apologies. We'll have to get better acquainted later. Please, enjoy yourself.
What can I get for you? You made it in. Good. As soon as you distract the guards, I'll open this door and we can get you on your way. Let's hope we both live through this day. Here you go, sir. Is there anything else I can get for you? Of course. I'll be waiting by the door for everyone to be distracted.
What does a fellow need to do to get a drink around here? Ah, pardon me. Allow me to introduce myself. Rosalind, imports and exports by trade. Observer of human nature by avocation. Ah, if there's anything I can ever do for... Wonderful. Is that all? My... Stand back and behold my handiwork.
How is any smith going to compete with that?
Attention, everyone! Could I have your attention, please? I have an announcement to make. I propose a toast to...
Let's go. Let's go. Before anyone notices us.
I speak figuratively, of course. Nothing could be more unlikely than that someone would actually want her in their bed. Although, most of you are already in bed with her.
So far, so good. Let's hope nobody saw us slip out. We need to pass through the kitchen. Your gear is hidden in the larder. Just stay close and let me do any talking. Got it? Follow me.
Thalmor overlords, would we? Someone bring me a drink, quick!
Who comes, Malvern? You know I don't like strange smells in my kitchen.
A guest feeling ill. Leave the poor wretch be.
A guest? In the kitchens? You know this is against the rules.
Rules, is it, Savani? I didn't realize that eating moon sugar was permitted. Perhaps I should ask the ambassador.
Get out of here. I saw nothing.
Your gear is in that chest. I'll lock the door behind you. Don't... Screw this up. Come on. If someone misses me at the party, we're both dead.
These are troubling times, indeed.
I heard Elenwen say she's going to open a bottle of her best firebrand wine later.
I need to lock the door behind you, or the patrols might know.
Did
Good
you
luck.
see those roads?
You're on your own.
You hear something? Who are they with? More of the emissaries' treaty enforcement. You are the dog, and I am your master. You wish to defeat me?
miserable life! Got your head! I'll see you burn!
I need that money. I earned it. I have my own expenses, you writer.
You're dead.
I'll kill you. I swear it. Just that. Do your work!
Never come in there. Not quite good enough, are you? I'll see you.
That takes care of that. Now the Thalmor will be hunting me for the rest of my life. It was worth it.
I told you. I don't know anything else about it. What? Who? What do you want then? Yeah, sure. Okay. Come on, this way. I've seen the guards use it to get rid of bodies. It must lead somewhere. They grabbed me in Riften. They seem to think I know something. They just kept asking me the same damn questions. Let's get out of here.
Please don't kill me! Bastard!
Help! Murder! Now the Thalmor will be hunting me for the rest of my life. I hope it was worth it. I should have known this would end badly. I can't believe I let Delphine talk me into this. Let's get out of here for pity's sake. Let's get out of here for pity's sake. Now the Thalmor will be hunting me for the rest of my life. I hope it was worth it.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
You made it out alive, at least. Your gear's safe in my room, as promised. Did you learn anything useful? Really? Esbern? Figures the Thalmor would be on his... You mean aside... Esbern, he knew everything. Obsessed with it, really. Rift, you'd better get... Oh, just ask him where he was on the 30... The Thalmor. Thanks to the white gold concord... The great... Seems to me... But to answer your... It ended... Also trampled on the sacred name of Talos. And...
I need some more ale, Ognar.
You've had more than a... Besides, you still haven't paid for the last one.
I'll find some coin for you, I always do.